Hello everyone, welcome back to the season finale of True Blue Studio Live.
That's right. Unfortunately, our time working here is coming to a close, but don't worry. True Blue Studio will be coming back with a fresh set of faces and all new ideas next year.
Make sure you subscribe so you will see our new cast arrive. I've had a fantastic experience getting to work on Blue Shorts and all of the live shows.
And seeing all of the content that others around the studio has made has been incredible. For our final live show, we decided we wanted to do an award show to honor the work that we've done and to have a good time while doing it.
We are your hosts, Patty and Sam, and we can't wait to get this started. We have a ton of awards to hand out, as well as some highlights from all the different shows here at True Blue.
Now, without any further ado, we got to have a fantastic conversation with some of the executive team. Everyone, take a look at this.
Hi, my name is Emma Stroner, and I'm the executive producer of True Blue Studio.
Hi there, my name is Riley Jouppi, and I am the production manager for True Blue Studios.
Hi, I'm Malin. I am the web content manager.
Hi, I'm Max Green. I am the studio director of True Blue Studio.
One lesson I learned from being in True Blue Studio is that if you have a dream and you want to do something, it is possible.
Just the power of collaboration.
I learned that communication is super important.
My favorite memory from True Blue Studio is when we were all in the studio, we were getting ready to go, and Blue Shorts comes in, and they just finished filming their date with Stinky Sue, and they bring in these pictures, like shots from their shoot, and it's just Dylan in a bed with Stinky Sue, and we all lost our mind.
I'd have to say probably just the Moose Master live stream in its entirety.
Cowbell. I was just like, yeah, just yell cowbell whenever you want to buzz in, and it was so obnoxious. Like, it was insane.
I think my favorite memory was recording the first episode of Fishbowl. It was just really fun to see that come to fruition finally and have that just happen out in the world, and it was really tough to have so many people just walk by, but the few people that did stop, that was really nice.
What I'm hoping to see in True Blue Studio Season 2 is honestly more TikToks. I love watching funny TikToks of my favorite studios, companies, or YouTube channels, and I think we could really get funny there and do lots of trends and cool stuff on TikTok.
I'm really hoping that new people can come into the studio and really just kind of have some fresh ideas and come up with content.
I just want to see some, new, original, interesting stuff. I hope that the next people that come into this studio are able to, just have their own ideas and really expand them and make something great and interesting.
Hope you enjoy the award ceremony.
Our first award of the night will be going to the podcast recognized not only for its innovative concept, but also for becoming the series that has attracted the highest number of new subscribers. With thought-provoking questions and guests who offer fresh, diverse perspectives, Fishbowl challenges conventional thinking and invites the audience to see the world through a different lens. It is no wonder how they have gained such high retention. Congratulations to the Fishbowl Experiment for winning the Subscribers Superstar Award! Thank you, Riley. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing so well, thank you, Patty.
How does it feel to get this award?
Absolutely honored. I can speak for me and Max that we are very happy to receive this, and we're happy that we were able to convert a lot of people to fans of the channel.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We will have you walk over to Sam for your interview.
Hi, Riley.
Hi, Sam.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Fantastic. So, could you talk a bit about what your experience was like working on the Fishbowl experiment?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was the one primarily behind the camera, and Max was our host, but we got to talk to a lot of really amazing and really kind people as well, who all had really cool stories to tell from their life, and
different things that they've experienced, which was super cool.
And do you have sort of a favorite episode or a favorite interview from the show that you did?
Yeah, I would say one of my favorites has to be Dashe, who we met on episode 2, I believe. She was absolutely wonderful, but she was very just honest and candid with her interview and saying, like, how sometimes she can be a little toxic. And I'd say she was probably one of the most honest people we had on our episodes and series, but she was very fascinating and just had a really interesting outlook on life, and she wasn't ready to put the work in, and honestly, sometimes acknowledging that is really cool. And so yeah, it was just really cool to see her.
For
so,
sure.
Yeah.
So with regards to like honesty and getting people on camera, it can be really hard to convince strangers to do it. How did you guys sort of navigate that, get people into the show, and get them on camera?
So our first episode, me and Max recorded for I think about 4 hours. Is sitting in the hallway of a college that's nearby, where we film, and it was just painstaking, honestly, to just sit there and be like, okay, another person's walking by. Okay, another person's walking by. But then the few people that did stop by were all so kind and genuine and everything, and they just had a lot of wonderful things to say.
And then is there a specific moment, I know you mentioned the interview, but that'll sort of stick with you from just the work on it?
I think honestly just everything from it, yeah.
For sure. It's an amazing concept. Congratulations again on winning. And now we have a highlight reel of some of the best moments from the Fishbowl experiment.
Woo!
Have you ever had to unlearn something about yourself? What was it? When I finally got to a place of like, I can make bad art. I can make really kind of terrible little songs, write kind of really, shitty poems. But I'm glad I made it for the sake of making it, not because I want to submit it in a contest or something, but I'm happy to be doing the thing. I'm happy to be trying and being seen, trying and failing. Oh my God. I hate it. Like, I'm with the perfectionist. I want to be seen like I have literally all my shit together. But I think last year I said it out loud in like January, and it became the year of being seen trying and failing. So I would just be like making little just blurbs. I'm leaving my keys. I left my wallet in another state. Just like little stuff. And it began to humanize me, and my friends around me be able to like kind of took me off a pedestal, because I feel like I placed myself there. I was unwillingly placed there. So being able to, I don't have to be good. I can actually be really bad at some things, but if I'm enjoying it, it's cool. And then like being seen trying and failing, oh my God, just it makes life so much easier.
Someone's bothering you or you want something from somebody, you have to go tell them and get it and believe that that's what's best for you. To be open about what you want.
Have you had like any experiences where that's like, you've like put that in action?
Usually it's when my friends are complaining about something and I'm like, walk up to them and say, this is what I want, this, and this.
I can be a little toxic sometimes.
Interesting.
Let's see. I like to gossip. You know, I'm one of the girls. I love the tea. I love drama sometimes, but it's getting to a point where it's like, that's not ever serving me. You know what I mean? And there's no ethical way to gossip. I don't think there is. Like,
If there were, it wouldn't be gossip.
It wouldn't be gossip. It'd be conversations, right? So I think that that's something that I have to work on, but I'm just not there yet. Like, I don't want to work on it yet. That sounds terrible.
That's totally fair to be like cognizant of, though.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
We have officially wrapped on the Fishbowl experiment. Woo!
Our next award of the night goes to the team that embodies the statement, teamwork makes the dream work. They've worked tirelessly to present to you exactly what we're doing right now. Folks, the Copal Collaboration Award goes to the True Blue Studio live show team. Welcome back, Riley. So is there anything that you would like to say to the live show team?
Oh my goodness, just thank you for every single one of you for all of the hard work you put in. Genuinely, every single day, it's awesome to see how determined we all are, and this is not, I'm accepting it, but this is truly an award won for all of us.
Awesome. Thank you again for joining us, and back to your interview with Sam.
Back to the hot seat.
Long time no see.
Now's when we get into the real hard hitting stuff.
Okay.
What's your favorite live show we did out of them all?
Ooh, I might be biased, which means I am biased.
You're allowed to be. That's the point of the show.
Moose Master, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That one was a personal dream of mine that I've always wanted to make happen, and luckily people were very receptive, and Max was super receptive of that idea, and I think that was like our first live show that really stepped it up in terms of prep, entertainment, and all of that jazz. So I'm really, really proud of that one.
Mm-hmm. Now, producing live content is obviously very exciting and stressful.
Yeah.
What do you love about doing the live work?
To me, it feels a lot like live theater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Of like where it's all of the moving pieces and everything, but for better or for worse, there's a show that you have to do, and no matter what, if something goes wrong, quite literally the show must go on, because we can technically hit the off button and we can stop this stream at any time, but that would be mean to the viewers.
Yeah, they want to see what happens.
Yeah.
For sure. So what's sort of the process like for creating a live show here at True Blue?
Yeah, absolutely. So someone starts off with an idea, and then we take it to our script writing team that usually consists of Malin and Asha, who are amazing. And yeah, they're just wonderful. And then we take it to our full team, and then we start assigning roles and really stretching out the idea of everything, and then we make it happen here. So
it all happens. Well, I've had a blast getting to be involved with the live shows. We've made some really crazy, really fun ones, and I would love to get to look at some of the best moments from our live productions.
Yes, please.
Welcome back to True Blue Live.
Welcome to True Blue Studio Live.
Welcome to True Blue Studio Live.
All cool. Swag.
King Julian!
I really hope that the next team that takes over comes and they're inspired by us.
You could probably find me at a bar.
You suck! Who's rattled now?
Stop the broadcast now. Cut the camera.
Now, it's...
Someone's made me drop my croissant.
I missed you, Mama.
Red rub.
Oh my god.
That was strange.
Yeah, we're cooking. We're definitely cooking in the kitchen.
We didn't have any freaky guests, unfortunately.
Love you, though.
I just got that dog in me. I've seen some things.
I'm chill.
Slay queen.
Be more creative.
The one, the only, Stinky Sue.
But I'm really happy with how far I've come and how much just we all have.
You have no idea what these people are capable of.
We might have been trespassing a little bit, not entirely sure on that.
We can rewind the footage.
Yes!
True Blue, wanting to be true to yourself, that's kind of our whole goal here.
It's the president of puns.
What? Eat my dust, Sam.
Maggie is 5'7", it's confirmed.
Publishing content.
I just hope that people, learn something new when they leave here.
I don't know.
We want to keep our audience on our toes.
I was just told to show up here.
You're going down, punk.
I want to have a freaky little dog.
True Blue, authentic, real, and honest.
I don't know Aristotle, but I do know how to ball.
Monk Rivers.
Oh, Jesus, this is gonna be crazy.
Let's see who's a lazy piece of...
Really can't wait for the networks to see that masterpiece.
We have so many fun things that we want to do for you guys.
That's all the time that we have today.
See you next week.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Stay tuned.
Good night, everyone.
Bye!
Our next award goes out to the hostesses with the mostesses and their top-tier production team. With star quality creativity, trend savvy content, and a whole lot of personality, this podcast truly brings pop star energy to the channel, entertaining viewers and setting the standards for fun, flair, and originality. The winners of the Most Pop Cultured Award are the Almost Socially Relevant Podcast. Thank you for joining us today, Erica. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels wonderful. I'd like to thank my co-host and co-producer, Maggie, as well as our ASI team. That's Josh, Kate, Bella.
Awesome. Okay, now we'll have you head over to Sam for your interview. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Sam.
How are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Doing great. What was your experience like getting to work on ASI?
It was hectic most of the time. Maggie did a wonderful job. She was like our main research girl. So working with her and kind of having to keep up with what's on trend, and then we also consider like editing time. So once something huge happened in pop culture, we talk about it and then send off our footage, and hopefully our hot take gets out before everyone else's.
Of course. You got to be first on the know on this stuff. Do you have a favorite like piece of pop culture or thing that happened over your time working on it that you got to cover?
Yeah. Maggie and I have been like in the same classes for and we're in our undergrad and just been friends for about 4 years, and we discovered that we are both huge Taylor Swift 1989 album listeners. And so I always really enjoyed getting to talk about the cultural impact of the Eras tour, both on screen and off screen with Maggie. That's something we're both pretty passionate about. It was very fun.
For sure. And so obviously with a podcast you have to draw the viewers in. How are you able to like be entertaining and engage with the audience when you're recording?
I think that's just being authentic. True Blue Studios, being true to yourself. Maggie and I worked on our friendship and tried to make the space feel very welcoming, so that if you are a viewer, you felt like you were in on the conversation. So that means being a little bit unfiltered at times. There are some cuts from episodes that just couldn't ever air.
I mean, of course, but that makes it more fun, right?
Absolutely.
It makes the recording process, I'm sure, was just a blast.
It was so fun.
Well, I feel so much more knowledgeable about the world of pop culture at large thanks to your show. Now, let's watch some highlights from the 6 fantastic episodes of the Almost Socially Irrelevant podcast.
Went to 1989 because that is my favorite album.
Me too. Thank you.
Oh,
hey, thank you.
No, thank you. Because I feel like anytime I'm like 1989, people are like, oh yeah, and then they're like minus folklore, and then they look, you start shitting on 1989, and I'm like, I also love folk. I love all of her albums.
They're all good.
I can't. And people are like, rank your albums like 1 through 11. I can't. Because it changes on the dime, but 1989 will forever and always be my #1 choice. It was there for me in my darkest times. You don't understand what it was like to be on the back of the school bus when the Bad Blood music video came out and having my shit absolutely rocked when Zendaya was in it.
When Lena Dunham came out of nowhere, I saw that video again. I was being like, that's Lena Dunham. I feel so vindicated in this moment. And I think this makes so much sense as to why we do this podcast. Everyone shits on 1989.
Thank you.
I feel like a little boy with a propeller hat because I'm being like,
oh, a Sony Pop just for me.
They got me slime the other day. Like, I am the oldest person in that room.
I was thinking with the soda pop.
Oh my God. We love Erica. Erica serves.
Serve bitch.
That's the other thing. I hate the parasocial relationships that people develop with celebrities online. Like, there's a fine line. There's a fine difference between like being a fan of somebody and compulsively obsessing over a celebrity.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I'll admit I'm a huge fangirl of so many people, but will I ever like form that type of parasocial relationship? No, because it's like I have a life.
Yeah.
I feel
it it was such a successful album. Oh my God. Also, her Grammys outfit for that.
This banger.
That's my mom's. It's my mom's favorite album as well. My mom is a huge Shake It Off fan.
Yes.
Because every single time I've ever had a bad day or just like something in my life happen, she goes, just shake it off. That's what Taylor would tell you.
Yeah.
Shake it off. That's what she does. Shake it off.
Turn on the TV. Keep up with the pop media.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or don't.
Or just tune back in next week.
We can fill you in.
We'll always fill you in.
Well, I'm Erica.
I'm Maggie.
And we're almost socially irrelevant. Our next award is the Popular Attraction Award. This award goes to the team behind the most watched video on the True Blue Studios channel. With over 1,000 views, their hard work has clearly paid off. Known for their series of fun, comedic skits, this team has captured the attention and laughter of many, earning their spot as our most popular attraction. Congratulations to the Blue Shorts for being the most popular attraction. Yes, and we have Sue and Dylan receiving this award. Aren't they just a cute couple, everybody? How are you both feeling?
Doing awesome. It's really it's an honor. I just want to thank everybody on the Blue Shorts team. They're awesome to work with, and they're really creative, and it's very fun working with that group. And then everybody from True Blue Studio as well, because if it weren't for them, I don't think I would have ever met Stinky Sue here.
Well, go on to Sam so you can interview both.
Welcome. How you doing?
Doing awesome, man. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Now, first question. It's what the fans want to know. How's the relationship doing? Gonna be a ring soon? What are we looking at here?
Well, I think we're going to take our time. It's a new love, but
Sure.
it shines very brightly. I
Good.
think she needs to get more comfortable, maybe work on her communication skills, right?
Hey, we've all got things we got to work on. I get it. Now, Blue Shorts produces a lot of short-form content really quickly. What's it like to work on such a fast-paced team?
Yeah, it was fast-paced. We right into each processes, so we pitches and then straight into scripts, straight into filming, straight into editing, and it was kind of just rattling off back to back to back, and it went by quick. Now that I'm looking back at everything, we put out some good content, I think, and it was really fun and definitely well-deserved.
For sure. Now, do you have a favorite piece of content that you got to work on, and sort of then with that, what was your involvement with that piece?
I like the Dr. Brown's 68 and 1. I like that one the most just because it was just, Ryan out there just spraying the solution everywhere, and it had so much purposes. I actually pitched that idea myself too, so I thought it was very fun to just come up with the idea, and then I filmed, and then that was about it for that one.
That's a great one, and that's coming out shortly, so we will have that out on Thursday, I believe, for you all to watch. Now, with Blue Shorts, sort of, how are you able to be so creative for the pitches? Like, do you just sort of throw everything at the wall, or do you have a pretty clear sense of what you want the pitch to be before you pitch it?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of creative freedom working in Blue Shorts, so kind of anything that we liked, anything goes, and we had a lot of ideas. So it's kind of just like narrowing it down to like which one do we actually want to put out and like put into an actual video. So we had a lot of freedom, but it was very fun to see all the ideas and actually pick the ones that we wanted to produce.
And then, so you've been doing obviously Blue Shorts as well as other live show content. What's just sort of your overall experience with True Blue Studio been?
It's been very fun. I mean, definitely opening myself up to different ideas and doing different roles, like being on camera, being behind camera, editing. So I've definitely like gotten everything in and definitely enjoyed the whole ride as it's been going.
Do you have a favorite role out of the ones you've done so far?
Yeah, I like editing's fun, but being on camera is pretty fun too.
It's hard to top that one.
It's hard to pick just one overarching role, but they're all great.
Well, congratulations to Blue Shorts, and you two should probably just go tie the knot already. But first, let's see some of the best moments from Blue Shorts.
Welcome to True Blue Studios' top 5 tips for surviving a horror movie.
The steps are so simple, even a dumb incel like you can follow them.
Maybe we can get out of here, have a little fun.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
Well, have no fear, the doctor is in.
Just become the killer. Seriously.
And I've been gracious enough to spend my free time teaching you losers how to be more like me.
You're not like these other girls, alright? You're special.
Are you tired of being broke?
You're just more aerodynamic.
Stop. You're gonna make me blush.
Catch us on next week, where we teach you how to hide from the cops.
I'll see you at the top, nerd.
Our last award of the night goes to the team that may be behind the scenes, but their impact is front and center. From securing our handles to promoting our content, they are the unseen engine behind True Blue Studios. Presence. This award celebrates the team that hypes us up, handles the details, and makes sure the world knows who we are. Our advertising team has won the #1 Hype Team Award. Woo! Yes! So, Will, how do you feel?
I feel wonderful. I'm so excited that we won the #1 Hype Team Award. I don't know who else could have won this, but we're the best hype team out there.
Yes, yes you are. Now if you would go back to Sam so he can interview you.
Welcome. How you doing?
Hey bestie, I'm doing great.
Good, love to hear it.
Yep.
What was your experience like on the advertising side here at True Blue Studios?
It was really good. I mean, obviously there were like some challenges and stuff getting the ball rolling, but I think kind of by the end of everything, we really pulled it together and did a lot of really great work. I'm really proud of everything we did.
What's it sort of been like for you guys creating strategies and different pieces of marketing content and all of that for the content that we make?
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of just, a lot of it is just kind of like instinct, we go out there, we try to make the best thing we can. A lot of it is, directed by like the studio side, what you guys are doing. It's like, obviously, if you guys weren't creating content, we wouldn't have anything to promote. So a lot of it is kind of just like, like what you do. Some of it is stuff that we just kind of like make. It's like, oh, this would be cool. It's like, like short form video and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What's the collaboration been like between the studio side and the advertising side? How much communication is there? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been really good. I mean, it's like I get informed of like sometimes like stuff the studio side wants, and then I gotta kind of go into the advertising side and kind of like make stuff happen. I think it's like I think there's been a lot of great communication with our shows. We had kind of the story takeover from ASI.
For sure.
There's a lot of really great partnership going on with between the studio side and the advertising side. So.
And for you, you've been on camera a fair amount as well. What's that been like?
It's been a mixed bag. But really, I mean, it's like I like being on camera, behind camera. I'm just really happy to help out in any way I can. I mean, I think my mission here is just to kind of help make True Blue Studio the best it can be, whether that's being like front and center or behind the scenes. I'm just kind of here to help out wherever I can.
For sure. And all of your work and the advertising agency's work as a whole, it's super appreciated. Obviously, we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for you guys.
Yeah, well, likewise. Like we couldn't what would we do all day if it weren't for you guys?
It's a very interconnected relationship. One can't exist without the other.
Absolutely.
But again, thank you for all of the work that you guys have done. And then we will be right back.
So, before we wrap it up, me and Sam wanted to interview each other and, get to talking a little bit about our experience and what we have done for True Blue Studio itself.
Absolutely. So, what's it been like for you? How's the content been? How's the production cycle been? And do you have a favorite piece that you gotten to work on?
That's definitely for sure. Live show-wise, I think my favorite show that we have done is probably the Clask game show. That was a lot of fun. I love the fact that I got to participate in that one. Being producer of Blue Shorts, I usually like to say a lot behind the scenes. I like to do a little bit more of pre-production stuff, post-production stuff. So being able to be like involved in our live shows has definitely had a very big impact on me, and it's been a lot of fun. How about you? What's been your favorite project we've done so far?
I personally, same with Riley, I'm a little biased, but it was probably the early late mid-morning show, because that was just my idea, my script, and it ended up working super well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. It was very chaotic and exciting, which I liked. And for you, what have you sort of learned from True Blue as a whole?
Oh, wow. Well, I've definitely learned a lot. I've learned to better my communication skills as well as grow in leadership-wise. But
Awesome.
I think we're running out of time.
Yeah, I think that'll just about wrap it up for us.
So thank you all so much for joining us and watching along with all the content that we've been making.
And thank you to everyone on the team who has helped to make this vision a reality.
Remember, we might be leaving, but True Blue Studio isn't. Stay tuned because our new cast is going to be coming soon.
Bye-bye.